Happy Thanksgiving, Doctor.
Same to you, Chief.
Yeah. You eat later tonight because
Yes.
we're working
Did
today.
you have your turkey yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
You got to do that, I guess.
Well, I can't imagine coming to work after eating a large meal. And that's what I'm going to do.
This guy, I've said this before. Now, you're not particularly heavy, right? You
No.
weigh about what?
About 155, 160.
Between him and Louis Belson, the drummer.
Who's
have you
about
ever,
the
have you
same
ever,
size.
Who's slender. Have you ever seen these two guys eat? It's incredible. I don't understand
Well,
how you do it.
I've
you
seen,
can sit down.
No, and this is a fact. I've seen Louis Belson sit down and eat 5 pounds of steak plus all the trimmings. And he weighs about 145 pounds.
And you never put it on, do you?
No, never do. But today we're having lasagna with our...
I think the Pilgrims started that, didn't they? Boy, what a nice traditional Thanksgiving Day dinner. Lasagna and turkey. No sense at all. Anyway, I want to mention Tommy Newsom is going to be appearing, coming up here in the Century Plaza Hotel, November the 29th, which would be what?
Tuesday.
That is Tuesday, and he's going to be appearing with Father Tom Vaughn's trio at the Hong Kong Bar, which is a nice showroom at the Century Plaza Hotel, starting Tuesday the 29th for 5 days. Thomas?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to come in and see you.
Goodness. Well, I'll tell the father not to take a collection that day.
Is this an actual a priest?
Yeah, man of the cloth. He forgives us after we play.
That's funny. Now I'm going to come in and catch that.
There have been several Catholic priests who were musicians.
I
musicians.
remember a few years ago, we had a fellow played the piano. I can't think of his name.
I think it's the same gentleman.
Was that
Father
Tom Vaughan?
Tom Vaughan, yes.
Well, then that was the same cat.
Well,
Excuse me, Father, same priest. Well, you call a priest who's a musician a cat, too, can't you?
Absolutely.
So they will be there starting Tuesday. Will you hold me a table if I come in, if I let you know? Because I know it'll be crowded.
Well, I mix, so I'll come over.
You mix with the crowd.
If you're at the bar, I'll be over.
Okay, now that it's Thanksgiving, we got some letters from some school teachers here. And they send them to us from time to time, and children are wonderful. This is from a Carol Tumey, Toomey, I believe it is, kindergarten teacher in East Hampton, Massachusetts. And their project was to ask each of the children how to cook a turkey. That was all she told them. That was their assignment. At the same time, we got a letter from Mrs. Theresa Butler. She says, I'm closing our recipes compiled by Mrs. Elaine Hamilton, director of the Honey Pot, a kindergarten here in Pascagoula, Mississippi. And they also asked the children how they would prepare Thanksgiving dinner, turkey and pumpkin pie, and that's all they told them. Now, kids are wonderful. You could not make these up. And how they arrive at some of their answers, I don't know. Here's what Robert said. First, somebody kills the turkey with a gun. Then they package it. Then they put it in the store for people to buy. Unwrap the turkey, put it in a pan. Put a thermometer clock on it. Put this in the oven for about 10 minutes. Take it out, cool it, eat it with gravy. No, Jennifer, go to the store and buy a turkey, cook it in the oven until 5 o'clock. Didn't say when she put it in, whether 4 in the morning or eat it until 5 o'clock, because probably at her house, that's when it ends. Scott D. says, first you soak it in cold water, then I don't know what you do with it. See, I like kids. They don't fake it. Remember in school, if you didn't know, you'd make up something?
Yeah.
But these kids are young enough, they admit it. They don't know. Tim says, go to a turkey shoot a turkey, bring him home, take the feathers off, cook him on the stove for a couple of whiles.
A couple of whiles?
Now, isn't that wonderful? A couple of whiles, for a little while. He says a couple of whiles. Then eat him. Scott A. says, I don't know. I have to go home and ask my mother. Becky says, put stuffing in it, salt and pepper, put him in the oven, cover it with foil, cook it for 10 minutes. I like the meat best. No bones or feathers for this kid. Stephen says, put something on it first. That's all. Put something on it. Then bake it in the oven. I think you cook it for 4 minutes. Robin says, the store man shoots a turkey. They have everybody shooting turkeys. Then they put it in the stove. Mommy buys it. She puts it in the warm water for 10 minutes, then takes it out and cooks it in the oven for 20 minutes. Jeff says, put stuff inside the turkey. Then put the turkey in a big pot, put the pot in the oven, cook for 100 hours. He's making up for all the other kids for the 4 minutes. Kevin says, first you have to catch the turkey. Kill him with a knife. Take the feathers off. Put him on the stove with gravy on top. Cook him for 10 minutes. I like the leg best of all. Scott says, get the turkey at a barn. Kill it by bringing it to a factory. They cut the head off. Bring it home, take the feathers out. Now cut it in half. Then cook it in the stove for a couple of minutes. Matthew, first wash the turkey out. Then put it in the oven. When it is done, Daddy cuts it so we can eat it. As Daddy cuts it, my brother Danny says the wings are moving. Chris Hackler. Here's a 5-year-old. Take a turkey, cut off his head, cut his feet off, get the feathers off, put a cup of potatoes in it, and cook 1 minute in the oven. Here's a 4-year-old now. Take a turkey, fry it. Cut it with a knife. I think it'd be ready. He didn't even say kill it. Just take it. Christian says the store will shoot a turkey and the baker man bakes it. Eat it on Thanksgiving Day. And here's a recipe for pumpkin pie by Chris Butler. And he has put pumpkin, sugar, eggs, milk. I guess that's what goes in pumpkin pie, right? Directions, mix it in the pumpkin. Take it out of the oven for 10 minutes. Put it in the oven for 10 minutes. Take it out of the oven and feed it to the dog. That's thanks. Kids don't fool around. So thank you, ladies, for sending those. Kids are wonderful. Their imagination, they just tell it as it is. They don't make it up. We have Mr. Buddy Hackett with us tonight, Dick Van Patten, wonderful singer Kelly Garrett, and Dr. Lennon Smith, a well-known pediatrician, will be with us. First, we are going to do this. After a message from Sears, the men's store.